And up next here, we got a flyweight fight. It's a kind of a low-level fight, but I'm looking forward to it, man, with Jesus Aguilar taking on Shannon Ross. And Jesus Aguilar is a hard-nosed wrestler with heavy ground and pound, and wrestling is a little sloppy, but he's relentless. He has good singles, and even though sometimes he could pull guys on top of him, he's a good scrambler and can usually scramble back up into another takedown or into top position. And when he gets on top, he likes to stand up an opponent's full guards and rain down hard punches, elbows. And his most dangerous weapon is his guillotine. He has great cardio too. And he should have the grappling edge here. His last fight, he went in there against Tatsuro Taira, and Taira's a different animal on the ground, so he kind of ran through Aguilar. But Shannon Ross, I don't think is going to have that element if it ends up being a grappling match. In terms of the striking, Aguilar's improving. He still stands pretty square. He's still hittable and kind of rudimentary, but he's gotten a little bit more bladed with his stance and started to move laterally a little more. He could switch stance, and then he'll dart in, dart out with 1-2s, overhands, and you'll throw some hard kicks, leg kicks, body kicks, and he does have the ability to turn up and brawl. He'll throw big, heavy hooks, and right now he has the chin to give some and take some. He's never been finished with strikes, whereas Shannon Ross, we're going to talk about in a minute, he has kind of a questionable chin. He's a fun fighter to watch. He's kill or be killed, and on the feet, he is the better striker. He carries his hands low and kind of tries to bait you, switch stance, and stay loose so he can land those pull crosses and counter hooks, nice combos, body head, and he has some power as well, especially for flyweight. He is willing to sit in the pocket and try to kind of manipulate distance and land pull counters, but he doesn't have the best defense or head movement, so he can be hittable and he can be hurt. He doesn't have the best chin. He is hard to finish because he is tough and he's not just going to let you get him out of there, but recently he's been taken out with strikes 2 times in a row. And in his last fight, he got finished quick with the body shot, so it wasn't like he took a ton of damage, but on the Contender Series, it was a war, and he took a lot of damage in that fight. But I think Ross is the better striker. It's just his durability is worrying, and Aguilar, having that Mexican kind of tenacity and heart, he could go in there and make it a brawl, catch the chin of Ross, and just be the more durable, gritty guy. And Ross isn't much of a wrestler. I also haven't seen him face too many grapplers or wrestlers, really. His takedown defense looks okay. I saw a fight back in the day where Ashkan Mokhtarian took down Ross fairly easily in the clinch, and he held down Ross for a large portion of that fight. And Ross did get submitted by Steve Erceg, but more recently I've seen him stuff a few takedowns and haven't really seen him off his back in a while. And cardio for Ross is good. He pushed the pace. But honestly, I kind of see this as a dog or pass. I don't have a lot of interest in the fight from a betting perspective. Ross is better on the feet, but he has a glass chin, and I don't really know how the wrestling or grappling is going to be. Aguilar pushes the wrestling more, and he has good chokes, but his wrestling is sloppy. It's nothing special. He could end up letting Ross on top, and I feel like Ross could take advantage if he can get into top position, but Aguilar is improving. He's younger. He's 27, whereas Ross is 34, which especially for flyweight is getting up there. He's coming off 2 losses in a row. He's traveling all the way from Australia to the U.S., which isn't easy either. And I feel like the over is a targetable play here just because Aguilar, if he wrestles, I don't think he's going to submit Ross or finish him on the ground at least early like he has some of these other guys. And the striking will be scary if you're on the over because both guys brawl. But I'm personally going to take Aguilar to win by decision in this fight. I just think he's going to be the little bit more tenacious of the two, and I think his grappling and wrestling is going to be a little bit more impactful than the striking of Ross, and I feel like Aguilar could also get the knockout if he just lands the right shot because I don't trust Ross's chin. So I'm going to go with Aguilar on this one.